My bad. Had to the cat a little bit too. All right, we're back. It's official. How much do you think people are gonna run today? That's the real question. Hey, yo, cat. Hey, cat.
Right, well,
Is that Dinkle?
I'm in game chat.
Oh.
I didn't know how long you were gonna be, so we started our gold hoarder 1 guild. I did mine, so if
You're
I
good.
wanted to do it, since I'm already maxed, I don't need the levels.
You guys are running another voyage?
No, I'm good whenever.
Right. You're good. You said he's not joining.
I
Right?
was just letting it. No, because he's only gonna do his voyage. He said I asked him, and he said he probably only have enough to like jump, or still like 1 or 2 servers. That's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
Might be able to.
You got it. I did my voyage. That way, like I said, so if he wants to do his with somebody else, he can. Because like I said, I don't need the levels. The King's Loot's nice.
You get King's Loot raid items, right?
Yeah, we got mostly the King's chest, obviously. We got a couple of the glittering hoarder reliquies, and then a couple crowns, the King crowns.
Mm-hmm.
And then
King's Loot's huge.
somebody these 2 chicks that we've sank before, they always run from us. They rolled up on us. They did their shit as a reaper, sold everything, then came to us. We sank them, and they came back again. We sank them again, and then 5 sent them a message, and yeah.
He sent them a message.
He always does, because he knows that there's always a reaction out of her. She gets really upset really fast, and then she's one of those people that's like, oh, imagine having X amount of days on this game, and it's like, imagine hiding your stats while talking shit about somebody's days. Like, you can't talk shit about somebody's days, and then she's like, oh, well, I'm not going to talk to a minor anymore. His wife's like, that's what he's like, now I'm a minor. It's the salt, man. That's good.
Salt is pretty funny. It is pretty funny how salty people get. That's what I was saying earlier. Is like the burning blade and me have like that relationship where like I kind of get annoyed fighting it sometimes, but it is funny to like how mad they get whenever they lose
so
on the gigantic warship.
What we've always done, because we pretty much always are mostly doing brig, we'll just send out like me and Buckle.
Yeah, we just spam brig. Yeah, that's what I get
it. And we actually tell him we have the anchor down. That's when he'll start shooting. But otherwise, he just kind of keeps this.
Yeah, there's no reason to naval it, to be honest. Like, I always tell people, I have people do that a lot, where I like tell them to board and they'll like die a few times and then they start cannon. I'm like, we're just wasting cannons. Like,
yep. Unless you're hitting like the same 2 holes repeatedly over and 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 over again and killing the skeletons that are repairing it, like, unless you're that accurate, there's no point.
And even then, like, they can still just bucket it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's I guess one way of killing skeletons. It would take
so many cannons, though. You need to be stacked.
There's also that bug too, where the skeletons will get stuck somewhere, but even though they're stuck and they can't move, they can still repair the entire ship. Because we had one VB that like there was no skeletons repairing lowers, and the holes were just repping themselves because like a couple of skeletons were stuck in a barrel or something.
Hey, listen,
so
the barrel ball, like they can't repair if they got a barrel ball.
No, they don't care. They'll just take it out of the storage crates. Some skellies are built different.
The barrel ball actually does work. Into the brain blade, it's funny.
Yeah. Noob Face posted a video of when he was on a BB. He shot, like he was using the Disney stick on the skeleton, and he shot him with a tier 1, and they always die. He shot him with a tier 1, didn't die. He shot him with a tier 2, didn't die. Shot him with a tier 3, still didn't die. And he just kept shooting with tier 1s over and over and over and over and over again. And then he's like, I guess the skeleton just can't die. Because it was giving him the hit markers, but the skeleton just refused to die. Like, you could not kill it. It was just immune to everything.
Invincible skeletons, bro.
Yeah, he had that one, and that's the first time I've ever seen the bug, because it happened to me and Electric and someone else. He's like, dude, there's no skellies on here, and the holes keep repairing themselves. And I was like, that doesn't even make any sense.
We fought New Face not too long ago.
We didn't run into him, but like, I came across him. Someone, I don't know which one TTV Safer Seas is. I don't know if that's Golden or which one that is.
Right now, at least the one I fought, New Face's ult is called Navalist Cringe.
Before that, I think it was just I Hate Naval. If I remember correctly. I think TTV Safer Seas at that time was Golden. And then obviously Mikhail is still a quick swapper.
I know somebody named Safer Seas too. His name's like Adelaide. Oh, Mac.
Yeah, but I don't think his name is actually TTV Safer Seas though.
I'm not sure.
That's one of them because I've ran into them before. I'm trying to think what else names. Because when they like,
I guess yeah, Atlas' name is like Safer Seas Enjoyer or something like that. I think.
Yeah. Wait. When they camped us, it was I Hate Naval. I think it was TTV Safer Seas, and then I can't remember the other one. But it was Golden, Noob Face, and I don't know who the third person was.
Yeah, for us it was Golden. I'm pretty sure Gold was still his main, and then it was Quick Swapper.
Yeah, sometimes he plays on his main.
Navalist Cringe.
I think the third guy, I think his name was like Free Panda or something.
They tried to like troll us and like funny launch a bunch, but we just kept like murdering them. It was funny. At one point, they were like, it was actually a really funny fight to be honest with you. One was like, they're racist. They're gonna make me shoot cannons because like we just weren't letting them on the boat.
Yeah. I mean,
we ended up sinking them. We ended up sinking them, but it was actually a pretty fun fight.
We fought them. I think did we fight them with you?
Maybe.
When was it Buckle?
Maybe.
It was Mikhail and Noob Face.
I fight Mikhail pretty often. Well, New Face isn't always there.
We obliterated them on Brig in Hourglass.
I ran into Mikhail a lot more than New Face.
Their whole thing is like most of their wins and stuff comes from like you've watched their videos. They just usually ram other ships and then just like port and just camp for a period of time. That's like their way of winning is TDM.
Mikhail actually used to be pretty chill with me, but I think some of his other friends don't like me. But I think Mikhail like kind of likes me, but his friends don't.
I don't think I have any issues with them because the one time they were like camping us, and my teammates quit. He was asking me afterwards if I was streaming, but I told him no. Probably because they want clips, but yeah, my team rage quit.
There's like a scenario where like it was like Lackey and Golden and Panda, I think. They were like funny launching over to us on the Burning Blade, and we just ended up like curse dumping them because we just weren't trying to waste our time with them. And they got, like,
that's all they're gonna do. That's all they do is funny launch.
But Mikhail and Noob have been chill enough. They play weird as hell, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't know. We just cross them on the ladder.
They take advantage of every exploit possible. Need 219 more King's Loot.
I was fighting a bunch of namers like last week. I fought Happy Feets. I was wild. I never fought Happy Feet before.
Oh, that's the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Probably. I don't know too much about all of that. It was just an hourglass match, you know.
I only know like.
Yeah, no, I know kind of what's going on. I just try not to drag like that shit into.
Around for it, so.
Yeah, I try not to drag that kind of shit into hourglass. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's just a match to me. It was just kind of funny to run into him because he's definitely got a name, you know. No matter how you want to shake it out, he's a big name.
I think he was top in one of the ledgers recently too. Or he is top in like Athena or something, because I think he's just been doing hourglass now.
I try not to bring too much of the real life stuff into the game, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. But, you know, I definitely fought him.
There's this guy that everyone knows on Xbox and pretty much hates him. I don't know if you probably never heard of Captain Father Sword.
No, I haven't.
Sword, some people call him. You have heard of him?
No.
Well, he's got like 500 days Xbox player. And he's just like extremely. He's one of those people that every time you find him, he's gonna have at least 20 plus curse balls and at least 20 plus bone collars and probably like 20 plus pineapples. Like that's all he does. He board spams with just bone collars nonstop and just chomps on pineapples while using a sword. So like he streamed, so we had
like rod balls.
Somebody saw his stream and saw that people that like he sank. It was a galleon, and we actually like took the galleon from that crew that he sank. And yeah. We gave him a very slow sink.
You said a very slow sink.
Yeah, we were on a galleon and they sank from fire holes. It was that kind of sink, you know. We could have cannoned. Bum-bum-ba-na-na-na-na.
No, that's been my thing lately. When people are like, I'm just like, we don't have to spawn camp. I'll just shoot a couple scatter shots, you know?
Yeah.
Look, they're sinking.
Normally what I'll do is like, depending on the crew, like if they're really toxic and we're gonna, you know, make them sink slowly. Normally, if it's like a sloop, I'll give them one tier like 2 back hole. If it's a brig, I'll give them like 1 tier 2, like 1 cannon hole. And I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference, but I'll give them 1 back hole on brig, so it's kind of slower. I just don't like the scatter shot because unless you purposely miss a few of them, you pretty much get more holes.
Still takes a while.
Oh yeah, for sure. You get the 4 tier 1s versus like whatever the new cannon hole is, which I think is like a tier 3 out of tier 5 or whatever the hell it is.
It's a 20% hole versus like a 40-ish% hole, depending.
Yeah, I think a cannon is what, a 60% hole, and then up to 100.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, a regular cannonball is like a 60% hole, and then if you shoot it again, it goes to 100.
Scatter's 20 to 40. Same thing with chain shot. There's like that weird period of like tier 4, which doesn't really like nothing really causes that damage.
It has to be like a cannonball and a chain shot, basically, or like a cannonball and a scatter
it's
shot.
a weird. It's like a weird combo.
Or just spam scatter shots. That's why people didn't really know about those kind of holes until scatter shots showed up, because like it didn't really come up.
I thought at tier 2 they stopped. I thought you can't go past tier 2.
You can't. No, I've gotten to full tier 3 with scatter shots. It just takes a while.
Oh, I know you at least you can't get tier 5s though, right? Like the max hole.
I've gotten max holes. It just takes a while.
Because I thought you couldn't. Because I remember when they had like.
I had this salute sit in front of me, and I shot about 1,000 just into it, and eventually it did start tier 3.
Because I remember they were like when they were balancing it, they said they made it so it wouldn't cause tier 3s. Because I guess initially like it would cause tier 3s pretty quickly. You hit like the same few spots, so you can like really sink a boat really fast.
It took a while, like a long time.
Yeah. But if you could shoot like 3 of those, and if you hit the same spot 3 times and it makes it tier 3, just imagine doing that in like 2 or 3 spots. That'd be broken compared to cannons.
Well, that'd actually be useful.
Yeah. The only thing it sucks is they don't really have like they don't really do too much damage to people on the boat, and there's no knockback.
Yeah, like you get knock people off cannon with it or whatever.
That's the one reason why like the Phantom, everyone like shit talks. I don't really use them, but the Phantom fireballs are good because you can use them all like against the galley, and it gives knockback, but it also sets them on fire instead of just setting them on fire like a regular firebomb.
Kind of cool. This best. But it's pretty. I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, and I found it out when somebody shot one at me, and it'll actually knock you off cannon. The only thing it'd be good for, I guess, is like a galley, unless you feel like really setting a brig on fire or a sloop for some reason. The only person I could think of that's on, I don't know if you messaged him, was probably too late for him now, the one and only Electric.
The one and only Electric. I don't even know if he plays the game anymore.
He does. He was on earlier. He's on here and there. He usually gets on and plays with like Sly or something.
Mm-hmm. I'll chat with him. I get some games in again soon, but we'll see.
You'd have to ask him. Sly, I think Sly just joined your Discord too recently.
I don't play with Sly either, but I've interacted with Sly a bit. I fought Sly a decent amount of times.
Yeah, I didn't realize how young he was. I was in a party with him.
His crew was like, I was actually talking about his crew a bit because like we were talking about how like Brigman has actually changed pretty heavily.
Rousey doesn't really play. He's taking pretty much fully retired. That's why you don't really ever see them anymore.
Mm-hmm. But I was saying like because Brigman has definitely changed, and like they were like one of the first crews that got it. Like were like ahead of the like spreading a lot and keeping on the water low and stuff like that. Like them and CMAC were like the first crews that really like did that, because it used to be a lot of like cannon line and like everybody just played for one balls and like there's a lot of ego building.
It's still like that on a lot like that on console servers.
But like
on Xbox,
CMAC's team and Sly's team were like the first like teams that really started like going heavy on the spread and like low water.
Yeah, I mean you won't obviously, but if you played like any, it's a little, not as much now, but like on Xbox only servers for a while, it's just majority of it's just cannon line locking, some type of curse ball, and then just like an early board. Almost, it's like every other crew will send an early boarder on Xbox, because I would say like 90 to 95% of people on Xbox can't TDM to save their life or defend against a border. So like you can get on the boat and just have somewhat decent movement and then just like wipe an entire team and camp them until they sink. Most people really don't know how to deal with boarders. Like once the boarder gets in the boat, everyone just stops repairing or bucketing or doing anything. They just forget that there's like a ship they have to take care of.
Chase the border till we sink, Dinkle.
Yep. That's just how, like, you can get on a boat and like no one will, like, everyone will just either. I've had so many people just sit there and like ladder guard me, and like I can hear their boat sinking, and I'm just like not even pushing. I'm just sitting on the ladder, else they sink, and I'm like, well, probably should have bucketed your ship then.
Like, sir, I know you want to kill me. However, there's water.
Or like the funny one too is when you're actually on the boat. I'll get on the boat, and if it's just one guy left, I'll just run to the anchor, and I'll see him like running towards me, but I can hear him basically sinking, and I'm like, I'll just spam repair the ship. It's like, brother, you're sinking. Like, I get that you're probably gonna lose, but at least try to bucket until your teammate gets back. Don't push the guy at anchor when you're the only one left.
Hey, sometimes you clutch those, you know what I mean? Sometimes you clutch it.
Yeah, but for him to push all the way forward and then
no,
get back...
That's what I mean is, like, if he just buckets and waits, you know, if he plays it out.
Yeah, because a lot of people struggle killing, like, people bucketing. I mean, that's... You're screwed if it's a sword lord. If it's a sword lord and you're in pocket, you're dead. Doesn't really matter, because he's gonna push you out of pocket regardless to heal.
Especially back in the one blunder days, I've had some scenarios where I'm like alone bucketing for my life, and I one blunder the border, and I just get back to bucketing, and we fucking...
Yeah, that's the one blundy was so clutch for that kind of stuff. Like, especially, that's the one thing that sucks is you can't catch, you can't punish ego pushers unless you skeet them. Like, if somebody egos ladder and pushes, you can't one blundy them. I used to like doing that. Like, that's how we had long fights with good crews, is I would just let them, I would just bucket, and then obviously when they hear me bucket, they're gonna push. So I would just wait for them to push, and I would just one blundy them, but you obviously can't do that anymore. So once you hit the skeet, they're just gonna eat a pineapple, and then they're gonna just come again, eat a pineapple, come again, eat a pineapple, and eventually you're gonna miss, or they're just not gonna get knocked back. And then,
well, I've tried to get a lot of my crewmates to get, like, better, like, crossing now, you know what I mean? Just, like, especially, like, a lot of the flex stuff players, just, like, we both just wait and watch and just fucking try to shoot them at the same time, you know?
Oh, that's the one thing, the good thing about double barrel pistol, as long as one pellet from your shotgun hits him, he's dead.
I don't run blunder anymore, but the nice thing is I can almost always tag somebody with the pistol on the top of the ladder.
Yeah, and if you tag someone with a pistol, it's a for that, it's one throwing knife, or like one charged pistol shot, and they're dead.
Pretty much just
throwing pistol is 65. The throwing knife, I mean, is 65.
Mm-hmm.
I would use one double pistol shot, but no, it would work because regular pistol is 55, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
it didn't used to work whenever the double barrel only did 40, but when they buffed it to 45, it works now.
Yeah, so then if you shot him with one bullet and I shot with one bullet of DB, then he would die.
That's pretty much the nice thing about it. You know, like usually if I tag someone with the pistol, they can, like one of my other crewmates can just like finish them off with any other weapon, you know.
Yeah, which no one's really. No, I don't think anyone's intentionally running DB pistol and throwing F.
Just you.
I see every once in a blue moon running it, or like they'll run like DB and then like a sword or something, but I don't ever like run into somebody always using it as like a main combo ever.
No, especially not if you've been talking about like actually good crews.
I mean, I killed almost everyone with this combo.
Oh, no,
it's a little harder. A little hard from the water because I can't like snipe.
Bro, you got that throwing knife in the water.
Yeah. Well, what I've been trying to do is like I'll try to hit the barrel charge shot, and then I'll throw a blunder bomb at the side of the boat. They're only at 10 HP, so I can pretty
double
much hit
shot.
the side of the boat with a blunder. Yeah, I'll hit them. I can hit a blunder bomb on the side of the boat, and since they're at 10, they're fine at the time.
The double bust.
Double barrel.
That shit's so funny.
I just love using it because people push ladder and they get double barrel stabbed immediately. They're just completely mind blown at what just happened. They're like, what just killed me? Because I mean, you've been on the opposite end of it. When you climb ladder, you don't even have time to even fully climb the ladder. You're just dead.
I knew what happened. I was like,
Well,
The Dinkle
Well, you
special.
know it because because you see me
The
use it, but,
Dinkle.
like to other people, they have no idea.
I killed Fallen with that. I clipped Fallen with that shit.
Yep.
I hit him with the cock and poke as well.
It's just it's good when it works, which is 50% of the time.
It's about as good as anything else in this game.
I feel like.
Except the sniper.
Reg,
The sniper works a little more, but that's about it.
I think when it comes to Reg, I think the throwing knife. And
There's no reason I can't get behind your combo because it involves getting rid of the sniper.
The Reg is so. Well, yeah. That's one thing that sucks. I can't crossbow snipe. One thing I can do is I can consistently deal with borders fairly easily. A lot of people, a lot of double gunners, like not everyone, but a lot of double gunners, like they'll shoot a shot or they'll miss the other shot or they won't get the full kill off every time, and like it just takes so long to double reload and then actually get into the combo versus the
And he's just stabbing you. No, I know you like that.
It's just quicker. Like it's obviously it's not good against crossbow sniping, but when it comes to like borders, it's really good.
And somebody breaks out a sword.
You can still beat him with a sword as long as the DB doesn't reg. Good.
Did you block the throw?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
I mean, most of the time what I'll do is like I'll run and I'll charge the pistol while I'm running. I'll just like know when I got the distance, I'll charge, turn around, and then hip fire, and then I can immediately stab and kill the sword user before they kill me. And if it does reg one of the pistol bullets, I can usually still kill them before they kill me with a few stabs. But
one of the pretty nice things about the pistol is, like I'll usually start with the sniper and like pistol second. I'm pretty decent at reload canceling, so like.
Well, most people they do anyways. They shoot the sniper and then they shoot pistol, and then if they hit the pistol but miss the sniper, obviously they just shoot the pistol again.
Yeah, I just start pistol spamming. That's what I just say. I just swap over to pistol spam because it is faster, like you're saying. Because like trying to go back for the full combo does kind of suck. So like typically I fire the sniper and then it's just pistol spam time.
That's why I don't really like blunder sniper anymore, because if you don't get the kill.
The nice thing is you can like pistol people through their food that way. Like if they like eat a little bit, like even like I don't know, you pretty much have to pre-eat it. Yeah, if they have to pre-eat.
Shoot faster. But like blunder sniper, unless you're it just takes so long to reload.
I'm pretty about the pistol snipe now, honestly. I've kind of officially ended my relationship with the blunderbuss. I do like when somebody has a blunderbuss just to knock people off the boat.
Yeah.
The knockback is pretty nice.
Like if you like completely knock them off the boat, even if you don't kill them, because then at least you have a chance to cross them again. But
just gives us time.
Like when I see, there's a lot of times where I see people like using double gun and they'll get like the 2-tap or they'll slightly miss or something like that, and then the border's just alive.
That's the thing. That's why I like pistol snipe, because I hate 2-tapping people and they don't die. Like right now, if I get 2 hit markers, like they fall over. You know?
Yeah.
Unless they pre-eat, which is super rare. Like every now and then people do pre-eat me and I see it happening. But like, they're just pre-eating. They're not even pre-eating you. They're just pre-eating damage in general, so they can stay alive. Every now and then that'll happen, but that's the only time that I don't like. If I see 2 hit markers, that's the only reason.
If you shoot them on ladder, you can easily shoot them again before they eat.
Oh yeah.
If they're on the boat, they can easily double eat.
That's why I don't peek. I actually don't peek ladder too much anymore. Honestly, I just wait. And so kind of make them ego climb a little bit, you know what I mean? Like make them like overextend their climb a little bit so I can tag them.
I'll peek if like they send an early border out or something like that, and me and the hub can easily guard together, and there's really like no pressure, like they're not really shooting at as much, like they're just running. Then I'll do it that way. But otherwise, I just wait for them to climb. That's the thing, is I don't need to be on ladder to kill you. I could be far away. I don't even really need to fully guard. As long as my pistols cocked back, I'm good.
Kind of nice thing too. I can literally like run upstairs and like pop a hip fire shot at the fucking staircase and hit him most of the time. You know what I mean? And then like go back to what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, what's nice too is I don't know about double pistoling, but I can like if you shot me twice, but I know I can kill a double gun faster than I could. And most people, I'm gonna be real. Most people in this game, even the best players, they don't always hit their 2 taps.
Oh, I mean,
Like,
no, we all miss. I miss a
yeah.
lot too. I'm not even there. I'm not that crazy. So.
Yeah, like most people, even like the best players, supposedly, like they tend to miss like their 2 taps. Like they might get clutch ones here and there, but it's like a 50-50 they hit you or not. And if you miss, it's free game for me because I don't really need to eat. I can kill much quicker.
No, I miss plenty of shots. Don't worry about that. But I don't miss a lot of shots on the ladder. That's the thing.
I do when the game tells me that the bullet was a ghost bullet.
That I mean that happens, but that's you know, that doesn't happen as much with the sniper and the pistol. Maybe the double pistol.
I don't think ghost bullets happen with anything but the double barrel.
I have that. I sent you that clip of that blunderbuss one.
Oh yeah, where you shot, nothing happened.
Yeah, I shot. He just gets up for free, and then I shoot again. And like I literally looked, and I had only used 1 bullet. You know what I mean? Like I shot twice, and I had 4 ammo left. And when I asked John Croft about it, he said I didn't even shoot. Like on his screen, he was watching me, and he said it didn't even look like I shot.
Really bad desync, because like for me, like the DB, it'll show that you shot bullets initially. Like it'll show 2 missing.
Well, on my screen I did, and that's
yeah, it'll show the 2 missing, and then you'll shoot another 2. It'll go down to 2 bullets left, and then it'll jump back up to 4 right away. Like
yeah,
it's like, oh shit.
Like yeah, that bullet.
Those aren't real bullets.
Yeah, those weren't real. Like I still had to reload and everything, but like it didn't count.
Yeah, the game acts like it's real and everything, but like it doesn't. It fucks me up all the time.
I've actually seen that with double barrel pistol, where whenever it first came out, we would use it a bit in PvE, and sometimes my friends would be shooting skellies with it, and they're just rigging every time. They're like, they'd shoot the skelly like 5 times in a row, and it wouldn't die, and they're like, it's not dying. Yeah, and then you look at them, and they're not even, and on my screen, they're not even shooting, you know what I mean? Like on their screen, they're shooting, but on my screen, they're actually not even shooting. It was
you get that a lot with throwing knife. Like once you usually reg a skeleton with throwing knife, like every throw after that will reg him as well, which is annoying. The only other thing that you probably noticed it when you're doing your thing was your comms. Was like sometimes after you run out of ammo and you fully have to like reload, like grab ammo from the box. Sometimes it won't let you charge the first shot.
It's because you only
like
have 1 reload.
Single shot. Well, no, like yeah, but like I'm saying you have 0 ammo completely, and then you go grab box, and then sometimes it won't let you even do the animation.
Do you guys have a reload button on the console, or how does that even work? Because we actually have a reload button.
I mean. I think we do. I think that's X, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, because that's the thing I was gonna say, because you can actually reload that thing, like, manually.
Yeah, when it's actually terrible reloading it when it's single, because it reloads, has to cock 1 lever.
Yeah. It's just if you can't...
Lever, it's so
that was saying
slow,
just if you can't charge it, yeah.
The only thing I'll do is, like, if I'm charging and I don't actually use it, I'll just double tap Y really quick.
Storage crates. Oh.
I guess D would be quicker than Y, but...
Hey, yo.
Yeah, when we did Hourglass Sprig not too long ago, the only crew we came across that I recognized was the Bonk Sock guy.
Yeah, Bonk. Honestly, they quit for a while. They're kind of back, though.
Yeah, the only crew we came... It was the only crew that actually gave us a fight. Everyone else is, like, just absolutely clueless.
The main, like, good crews to fight right now is, like, obviously, like, C-Mac, and then probably, like...
C-Mac even Brig anymore?
Yeah, sometimes.
I feel you just see him posting for, every once in a while he'll post, like, oh, dive sloop.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. He was doing a lot of weirdos last time he streamed Brig, I think, so... Which I completely understand.
Sometimes he plays with the L Zelda QL person. I don't know if you know that person.
Yeah, it's Captain Cook.
Yeah, the chick that admits to cheating. That girl? Yeah.
I haven't seen him playing recently. I haven't seen her around at all.
I don't know if they still did, like they did, but she's like flat out admitted multiple times that she cheats.
I know she's got like a bunch of alt accounts and shit. And she was helming for Tankless Chart and Mr. Will for a while.
That's that's what people started pointing out, that it seemed weird because like she'd only sit in the water all the time and just constantly just snipe people from water. Like whenever you're close enough. Like the only person that does that. Pretty sure I've scuttle hopped into the same server like 3 times in a row. I don't know what it is, but PC servers are so much more dead than console. I can go probably find 5 fodder before I can find 1 fodder on PC.
About to break out the PlayStation.
Like that's honestly, console is the best place to steal. Like if I want high streak DBs, it's usually on PC sometimes, but when it comes to FODed and FODed stacks, it's always console. Like I can hop for like an hour or 2 on PC, find nothing, and then I'll just go straight to Xbox, hop. We find FODed, it's like nothing. There's like 3 other crews that I know of that actively look for servers. And my crew has beef with all of them.
You said my crew's got beef with like on the Xbox servers?
With the ones that like sync, yeah. There's the one guy, G41, whatever his name is. He's got like 900 or 1,000 days played. That's all he does is server hop non-stop. And he has supposedly has 3 Xboxes that he hops on all at the same time. Big if find server.
There's this guy like General Zaz or whatever. He plays with rod balls. And
this guy's Xbox only, the Chi guy.
Yeah, they play Xbox.
I don't think I've ever ran into them. It depends on I guess it depends what stamp they're on.
I don't actually know that, but like the rod balls for. He's kind of a sizable streamer, if you've heard him or not. But he's like, he's like honestly, he's kind of like the Hitbo of Xbox servers. Like all he does is go around stealing shit. But his stream's pretty sizable for a console player, honestly. Like he's got decent numbers.
Yeah, I don't think, maybe I ran into him. I don't think I ran into him. I don't think he would have been with Chi either.
He does no, probably not. He plays with like, I don't know, just like his friends. He plays with, like Puff Dragon and like my friend General Taz. And...
Yeah, I don't.
But they are little cocky shits. That's what I was about to say. Like I do know that like Rad Balls doesn't. They're always getting in like on the hot mic and like they're and like talking shit for sure.
I don't think they're on. They might not. They must not be on New York stamp, or at least on like the Miami.
I have
stamp
no
either,
idea. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen them on the New York stamp, but I've never seen them on the.
Rad's decently chill, honestly, but a lot of his friends like hype up super hard, and they're all like streaming on Xbox like together, so like their VC gets pretty like chaotic, you know.
I mean, most everyone in this game and saw it as an ego. Like,
SP said you sound different.
Egos, I don't know how else to say Mike. Probably because you heard me forever. Like Saudi Ego is only bad because the community is so small, and then Hourglass is so niche.
Yeah,
like,
you just run into
a
each other a lot.
Game,
yeah.
And then you take like maybe 5% of the community into PvP, so like you only pretty much run into the same people over and over again.
Smurf, what are you doing, Smurf? Me and Dinkle are stealing shit, unless we can convince him to Hourglass with me. But we're not doing anything, Smurf. We're looking for a third.
Tell SP to become...
SP?
Yeah, tell SP to become a... What did she say? A submissive flex? I don't know what she called
Hey, yo, what the?
I can't remember what she called it. She said something. I can't remember.
I remember. What's the SP memory?
She'll remember for sure.
The luck is a little bad right now, I'm not gonna lie.
For servers, yeah.
That's when we really need a third hopper. That's a 50% increase. What the f—
Dude, if best case scenario too, we get SB and she can hop on like 17 different servers because the game never knows where to put her. She
I'm
gets
honestly thinking
all
about
the
changing
servers.
my stamp. I'm not gonna lie, I think this stamp.
If you're, I mean, I'm hopping on my normal stamp, so.
I'm changing. I'm not on your stamp, but I'm also not. You know what? The stamp sucks.
It'd be really. It's funny because I know if I switch to Xbox right now, within the first 3 servers, I'll get a fotted. When we got on, the first server we got on, me and Five, we put down our gold holder voyage. Fotted popped right in front of us.
Hardcore Minecraft. Died to an
Playing
Enderman.
hardcore Minecraft.
Hmm?
Who's playing hardcore Minecraft?
Smurf.
Rip. Oh, no, I think it wasn't. I don't think it was submissive. I think it was obedient flex. I think that's the word she used.
Obedient flex? That you know.
Yeah, I think she used obedient flex.
I don't know if she's listening right now.
Probably not.
We need
But I think it
them.
was obedient.